Welcome back, people, to another episode of my online draft series. I'm starting this episode with a 4-3-3 formation with Ronaldo as our captain. Moving on to goalkeepers, I'm going to pick the keeper that I always seem to get, and that's Czech. And then I'm going to move on to my centre-back, my left centre-back. It's going to be Rojo. He's one of my favourite Man United centre-back. And Papa, because he's Argentinian and he's the only left-back there. So we move on to the rest of the defence, and it's going to be, I believe that was Anderson as a centre-back, and we're going to have Klein as our right-back. I couldn't decide on who I wanted because I got the choice of 3 Spanish players and one had an 89 overall pace, but I went for Klein because of the English centre-back line. I'm going to put Remy up front, again just for that Premiership link. Moving on to right wings, I'm going to pick Di Maria. I know he's not Premier League anymore, but he used to be, and I have used him before in the past. We're moving on to centre mids, and it's going to be probably Ramsey here. We're going to chuck Pjanic as our other CDM, and as our centre mid, we're going to be picking Sandro, one of my favourite midfielders in the game, and this is just basically our defence line. I'm going to put Smalling into the starting lineup because he's English, so he'll link with Klein, and he plays for Man United the same as Rojo. Hernandez will be replacing Remy because I'm not a big fan of Remy, and you have to pick Messi there as a sub player, and he'll probably replace Di Maria. I'm going to pick Bale as possibly a replacement for Ronaldo if Ronaldo gets a little bit tired. Same thing with Griezmann. So yeah, basically this is the squad that I've picked. I'm going to give it a little bit of a tidy up in a second. So I'm taking Sandro out of the team. I'm going to pick Sherwood as the manager just for jokes, and that is the team that we are possibly going to be using. As you can see, there's mainly Argentines and Premier League players in this team. And this is the final result of my team. This is my bench. There are 5 black cards in this with another Man United player, Schneiderlin, on the bench as well. Let's have a look at what squad we will be playing. They've got Ronaldo as a centre mid, Neymar as a centre mid, Rooney as a winger, and Messi as a winger. Don't really understand that as a tactic at all. But we're going to be playing this game in our famous yellow kit that we are using non-stop for online games. And we're playing against a team in white and blue. And yeah, this is probably the worst start in drafts in history, on YouTube history. That is probably the worst start ever. Messi scoring their first goal within 2 minutes of the game. We tried to do the same tactics as our opponents 3 minutes into the game, literally a minute after their goal, and nothing really happened to it. Their goal kick was horrendous with a pass to Hernandez, and he equalises it. Just taking full advantage of that situation, we are back in this game 4 minutes into the game, and it is 1-1. And pretty much for the rest of this game, it was a very quiet game. There was 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, pretty much. First 5 minutes, we had a few chances. They had a few chances. I think there might have been like 18 chances or 18 shots in total. But yeah, everything was like this, where nothing really happened. Nothing really benefited for us. Nothing really benefited for them. I think like some of the chances like this should have been a goal, and it was just poor luck and poor shots and everything. So I thought that was a free kick. That was definitely a free kick, and we get one there. And we go for a quick free kick take here, which is probably a mistake because we lose the ball very, very soon after. There you go. So yeah, literally 67 minutes into the game, and we are still 1-1 in this match. Messi goes for a little bit of a run, and that's Czech doing what Czech does best for me. It looks like he's actually injured Messi there. I don't think he did. I think Messi stands up in a minute. We're trying to do the same thing as what we do on the online season, which is run down the wing and have a shot. Doesn't really happen for us, and that is the final whistle. So it goes into added time here, and unfortunately the start of added time did exactly the same as what happened at the start of this match. Benzema running the ball into the box and scoring a fantastic goal. We are now 2-1 down, 91 minutes into the game. You thought the start of this game was bad, that was even worse. So 103 minutes into this match, that was a second yellow card offence for Chris Smalling. He is now sent off. There is 15 minutes remaining of this match, and we don't have a centre back. So there you go. That should have been a goal there, to be all truthful. That was really, really unlucky chance for my opponents. And again, 1 minute remaining of the game, and we managed to score a equaliser. This is a game that we should not have had any chance in at all. We were really poor in it, and it ends off going into penalties. I feel really bad for my opponent because he deserved to win this game. So it goes into penalties. Missed the first one there. It wasn't my best penalty. although my opponent there was a lot worse. Don't really know why his goalkeeper was taking the first penalty. Bale with a bit of power hits the bar and goes off. No goal. And then yeah, basically they scored their first goal. That's the 4th penalty taken, and it was the first goal. Our first goal here, doing the same shot as our opponents. Turan from our opponents shoots, same spot again. That is 3 goals. Ronaldo doing the same thing as Bale, but from the other side and actually scoring. His name is Pinaldo for a reason. Petr Cech actually saving one there. We are 2-2 on the board. Messi missing a penalty there. Cech doing a little bit of a dance. Benzema doesn't really care and he scores it, and that was the winning goal for Benzema. So yeah, the opponents did win it in the end on penalties. I think it was 3-2 in the end. They played a lot better than us, and unfortunately we didn't go through to the next round of the online drafts. So we're going to go through the free packs of cards we get, and unfortunately there is literally very little in the way of what I want to keep. And to be truthful, I think I sell everything in this pack and in the next 2 packs. So yeah, Marco Mario was probably the highlight in that pack. This pack, there's nothing there that I want in my team. I'm not doing anything online, so I'll probably be selling these players or quick selling them. And the silver pack was equally as bad. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, or if you want to see more of my online drafts or more FIFA related videos, hit that like button, leave some feedback below, and I'll catch you next time.